Howdy y'all, welcome to Hazy Meadow Craftworks. I'm the Alchemist, and we are on our last Jack Daniels video, which means we are coming to the end of April already. And hopefully that means some good, consistent May weather coming our way and warm temperatures and, well, those May flowers and the blooms on the trees and some green grass and some green leaves on the trees, and yeah, the warm. I'm looking forward to the consistent warm. And once again, it's a blind, and I promised you this blind on Tuesday's video, and my beautiful bride, she helped me out again by putting the results here and pouring my blind. And if you all tuned in on Tuesday, you know that Jack Daniels Sinatra won on Tuesday, and I promised you that I'd put it up against one that's been my favorite, at least in my mind anyway, for quite a while. But today we're taking away the labels, and that favorite for me has been the Jack Daniels 14, and I've been savoring this bottle for quite a while because I love it so much. It's the 14-year batch 1. So yeah, I've been saving it for a while. It's 126.3 proof. So yeah, a little bit higher proof than the Sinatra, because that Sinatra, I know I've said it several times, but I believe it's only 90. Yep, that's 90 proof. So there's quite a difference. And that proof alone might give it away, but I'm hoping that with the labels off and the blind, that I do what I usually do, and I go by flavor and what my palate enjoys, and not just the proof. As we saw on Tuesday, I got most of them right, but not all of them. And I went by flavor, and the Sinatra won. So let me cleanse my palate, and let's see which Jack Daniels that I have is my absolute favorite. And I got a lot of Jack Daniels favorites. Maybe one day. So let's see what we have here. Going for B on the nose. This one's definitely sweeter right here. And this one's a bit more complex, more barrel spice, and seems a bit more heat. Let's see what we get in the palate. Oh, wow. That palate is nice. That is a nice amount of caramel. A nice amount of heat that just grabs the tip of my tongue perfectly. A nice amount of caramel. I love the baking spices on this. It starts out with like I'm gonna have to say allspice, and then rounds out with a bit of cinnamon on this one. I get a bit of that caramel and some vanilla on the nose. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna wait here. I want to see the finish, because to me, between two of them, it might come down to the finish. Very nice barrel on the finish on this one. The baking are they're present, and they're quite nice. And it's more on the finish. It's more baking spices. The cinnamon is pretty much gone away. The sweetness is still there, which I appreciate on it. And I'd say on this one that the finish is medium long to long. It's lingering quite nicely. I love it when I can lick my lips and I can get that caramel still on my lips. The viscosity, without being able to see it on the Glen, because these are my blind Glens, the viscosity on the Kentucky Chew, I'd say is more on the oily side than the buttery side. I don't get a lot of that butteriness on this one. More oily, which is fine. This is not negative. It's just a distinction for you. But I do love that a bit of heat on the front of the palate. And I love that barrel in the back. And I love how those spices move from the front of the palate with the cinnamon to the allspice mid palate. Linger with that sweetness, that caramel. And there's even just a touch of fruit. Just a bit of fruit. Not a distinct fruit, but it's a fruitiness, like a mixed berry fruitiness. No fruit that's really distinct, but it's like a mixed berry fruitiness that's light behind that caramel, and there's a vanilla in there underneath the allspice that lingers through the mid palate towards the back, along with the barrel in the back palate along the finish. Love the complexity of this. Love that I can lick my lips and I can get that caramel and just a hint of that nice mixed berry. That is good. That is good. And if I had to guess in this moment, I'm calling that the 14. So we'll see if I'm too premature on this. If I change my mind after I taste Glen B. And to be honest with you, right away on the nose, I'm convinced I'm right, that that's the 14. Beautiful complexity on that. And this one is just a very nice sweetness, that delicious caramel and vanilla that I love in that Sinatra. Easy to nose. And the thing that I love about the Sinatra is that I can sit back, and one of the things I love to do the most when I'm just trying to decompress from a day and relax is to take a pour of this Sinatra. As you can see, I haven't had this bottle for long, but you can see how far down that is, because it's such a good relaxation pour, because I love to take 2 hours, 3 hours to have an ounce and a half pour and just nose it for 45 minutes, an hour, and just take in all of these that delightful caramel, that delicious vanilla that's in here. And the barrel on this is light, very light. And the barrel spice on this is, to me, it's nutmeg, because the spice on this one is also sweet. And to me, a nutmeg is sweet. And allspice is a little bit more complex, a little bit more spiciness to it. I know it's hard to use the adjective spice to describe an allspice, but if you know what I mean, it's a little bit more kicked up, and nutmeg is so sweet, to me anyway, to my palate, or to my nose and palate both. And cinnamon always has that little bit of heat to it. And this is just sweet all the way around. So let's go in for a sip and see if I'm still on the right track. Oh yeah. And the viscosity on this one, to me, is more along the lines of that butteriness. And butteriness, to me, I love a buttery viscosity. And this is more buttery. And I also love an oily one. If it's a nice, thick, oily viscosity, love that too. So I'm not discounting a butter or an oily viscosity, but this is buttery, and you've got that nice caramel sweetness that I attribute anyway to that spiraling of the barrel. And the vanilla is there. The barrel is there. The nutmeg is still there, but it's dampened. It's just teasing me a little bit. Yeah, I lick my lips. I've got that caramel. Oh, I love this pour. Love this pour. Can I end up in a tie? Because I tell you what, I love each of these for a different reason. If I want complexity, if I want that complexity, if I want to challenge my palate, if I want to challenge my nose, if I want to dive in for something with depth, it's going to be A. If I want to sit back and I want to decompress and I want to not think of the day and I don't want to be challenged too much, I just want to enjoy, close my eyes and enjoy a pour that is absolutely delicious. And I don't want to think about anything else, but I just want to enjoy this, and I want to sit there for at least 3 hours. Okay, I can do that with this one too, but really enjoy, it's going to be B. But I'm not here today to have a tie. I'm here to pick a favorite. Boy, guys, how long do I draw this video out? Ah, so good. But it doesn't have the proof. Complex. Has that little bit of bite that I enjoy. No bite here. So much complexity. It has so much more that's just there's so much more here that is intriguing my palate, intriguing my nose, continually asking me, did you get it all? Drawing me in for another nose. You guys, A wins. So now let's see if I know what I'm talking about. Is A truly 14 and is B truly Sinatra? Both fantastic bottles, both worthy of being number one, but if I could call it a draw, I would, but I know I've got to pick something because you're not here to see a draw at all. But I tell you what, they're so dang close. Yep. A is 14. B is Sinatra. 14 turns out to be my ultimate winner of what's on my shelf. I thank you all for tuning in. For those of you who have, for my month of Jack Daniels, just a distillery that I love, whiskey that I absolutely adore. And if you haven't watched them all, please go back to the first full week of April and check them all out. See how I compared some bottles and challenged if you need them both on your shelf, and see what you think. And comment, did I pick the right bottle? And comment throughout the month too. What do you think? Do you need everything on the shelf that I said you do? And challenge me. I'm okay with that. And as you all know, I love to have you all coming back around. So please take it easy. Don't drink and drive. Cheers.